product of two vectors is two types. One is dot product, the other one is cross product. Dot product also called as scalar product, and whereas cross product is called vector product. Coming to scalar product, if a bar and b bar are two given vectors, the product of two vectors, the resultant of the product is scalar, then it is called scalar product. It was denoted by dot. A bar dot b bar gives us a scalar. So such product is called scalar product. That means if a bar b bar are two non-zero vectors, a bar comma b bar are two given non-zero vectors, then a bar dot b bar, the product, is a scalar called scalar product. Here a bar dot b bar is modulus of a bar, modulus of b bar, cos of angle between a bar and b bar, where theta be the angle between a bar and b bar, and theta lies between 0 and pi. So once a bar and b bar are two given vectors, a bar is one vector, b bar is another vector. The angle between a bar and b bar is theta, taken in anti-clockwise direction, of course. The angle made by b bar with a bar is theta. Then the dot product of two vectors a bar and b bar is defined as a bar dot b bar is modulus of a bar into modulus of b bar into cosine of the angle between the a bar and b bar. That gives us the product of two vectors. Here mod a bar is a scalar, mod b bar is a scalar, and cos theta is a scalar. So the resultant of the product is a scalar, hence it is called scalar product, which was denoted by dot. So a dot b is modulus of a bar, modulus of b bar, cosine of angle between a bar and b bar. Here theta lies between 0 and pi. That is the definition of the scalar product. Scalar product. So a bar dot b bar gives us a scalar, always gives us a scalar. In case of either a or b is 0, in case of either a or b is 0 vector, then its determinant is 0, hence the resultant is 0 in such case. So if either a bar or b bar is 0, then a bar dot b bar is 0. That is one point related to the scalar product. If a bar is 0 bar or b bar is 0 bar, then a bar dot b bar is 0, 0 itself. It's not 0 bar, it is 0 only, because the resultant is a scalar, hence a dot b is considered in such case as 0 itself. Moreover, if the angle between two vectors a bar and b bar is 90, that means a bar is perpendicular to b bar, then in such case theta takes the value 90. Cos 90 is 0. In such case also the dot product is 0. So if a bar b bar are two non-zero vectors such that A bar dot B bar is dot is 0 implies and implied A bar is certainly perpendicular to B bar. That is, the angle between A bar and B bar is 90. The product of perpendicular vectors, the dot product of perpendicular vectors is always 0. Similarly, if the product of two non-zero vectors is 0, then they are always perpendicular. So, the dot product of perpendicular vectors is always 0. That is one important point. Because once theta is 90, cos 90 is 0. Since cos pi by 2 is 0. Hence, we get 0 here. Next, point related to dot product is A bar dot B bar is always equal to B bar dot A bar. A bar dot B bar equal to B bar dot A bar. That is, dot product follows dot product of the vectors follows commutative law. A dot B is same to that of B dot A, because since A dot B is mod A bar mod B bar, cos of angle between A bar and B bar is suppose theta, whereas B dot A is mod B bar mod A bar. This is cos of pi minus theta, cos of pi minus theta. Oh, sorry, this is minus theta, not, which is mod B bar mod A bar cos theta itself, since cos of minus theta equal to cos theta itself. The angle made by B bar with A bar is theta. Suppose this is A bar and this is B bar. A dot B is considered as mod A mod B, cosine of angle between A and B. The angle made by B with A is theta. In this case, the angle made by A with B is minus theta. So, in such case, cos of minus theta equal to cos theta, hence A dot B is same to that of B dot A itself. Hence A dot B is same to that of B dot A itself. This is our explanation for the dot product to be commutative. Next one. Next point is dot product follows distributively. That means A bar dot B bar plus C bar. A bar dot B bar plus C bar is A bar dot B bar plus A bar dot C bar. You can distribute the dot product with respect to vector addition. Similarly, B bar plus C bar dot A bar may be written as B dot A plus C dot A. Both are one and the same. Both are one and the same because dot product is commutative. These two gives us the same result, same scalar. That is, dot product follows. Dot product follows distributive law. Distributive law with vector addition. With respect to vector addition, this dot product follows distributive law. A dot B plus A dot C. You can distribute the dot to the two vectors, which involves in the addition. So, with respect to vector addition, dot product follows distributive. This is right distributive, this is left distributive. Both right and left distributive laws follows in case of dot product. This is right distributive law and this is left distributive law. Next point. A bar dot B bar is mod A bar mod B bar cos theta implies. Cos theta is A bar dot B bar by modulus of A bar modulus of B bar. Because modulus of A bar modulus of B bar are scalars, you can take these scalars to this side. So, A dot B gives us a scalar and these two are gives us a scalar, which is completely a scalar, which is equivalent to cosine of the angle between A and B. So, therefore, theta equal to cos inverse of, it may be written as A bar by modulus of A bar dot, this is completely a vector, dot B bar by modulus of B bar, this is also a vector. This is the vector parallel to, this is the unit vector parallel to A bar. This is unit vector parallel to B bar. So, that is cos inverse of, you can write it as B cap dot A cap dot B cap. A cap dot B cap, where A cap is unit vector along A bar, B cap is unit vector along B bar, where A cap is A bar by modulus of A bar unit vector along A bar. Similarly, B cap is B bar by modulus of B bar unit vector along B bar. So, the the angle between the two vectors, angle between the two vectors is nothing but cos inverse of the dot product of unit vectors along that vectors. So, the angle between two vectors can be measured with the help of the dot product, cos inverse of A cap dot B cap, cos inverse of A cap dot B cap, where A cap B cap are unit vectors along the given two vectors. Next one, that is very important point. This is very important point. The angle between two vectors is obtained by theta equal to cos inverse of A cap dot B cap, where A cap is unit vector along A bar and B cap is unit vector along B bar. Next one, A bar dot B bar. A bar dot B bar is equal to modulus of A bar modulus of B bar if A bar and B bar are like vectors. like vectors. Like vectors means the vectors which are parallel and having same direction. That is, A bar is parallel to B bar and A bar B bar have same direction. Once A bar and B bar are like vectors. Like vectors means both are parallel and having same direction, then they are said to be like vectors. Once they are parallel and having same direction, the angle between A bar and B bar is 0 here, 0 degrees. Hence theta equal to angle between AB is 0, hence cos theta is 1. In such case, A bar dot B bar is modulus of A bar, modulus of B bar. Cosine of angle between A and B is here 0, cos 0 is 1. Hence, A bar dot B bar is mod A bar, mod B bar itself. Once A bar and B bar are like vectors, that means parallel and having same direction, then you can say that A bar dot B bar is mod A bar, mod B bar. Similarly, A bar dot B bar is minus modulus of A bar, modulus of B bar. If A bar comma B bar are unlike vectors. Unlike vectors means that is A bar is parallel to B bar but having opposite direction. Both A and B are having opposite direction. Then they are parallel of course but having opposite direction. In this case, theta equal to the angle between A bar and B bar is pi. So therefore, A dot B is equal to mod A bar mod B bar cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. So we get negative. So hence, in such case, A dot B is minus mod A bar mod B bar itself. This is in case of like vectors, the dot product. This is in case of unlike vectors of the dot product. Both like and unlike vectors are always parallel. In one case they are having same direction, in other case they are of opposite direction. But they are in both the cases they are parallel vectors. Next one, A bar dot B bar is less than or equal to mod A bar mod B bar itself. Since cos theta always lies between less than or equal to 1, hence A dot B is always less than or equal to mod A bar mod B bar itself. Next one, A bar dot B bar is positive, the dot product of two non-zero vectors. The dot product of two non-zero vectors is positive when the angle between A and B, theta lies between 0 and pi by 2, of course, where the angle between theta is 0 is less than A bar angle between, this is the notation for angle between the vectors, theta is less than pi by 2. If the angle between the two vectors is acute, then the dot product is positive. That is, the angle between A bar and comma B bar is acute, then dot product of A bar comma B bar is positive. The dot product gives us a positive scalar. A dot B is negative when pi by 2 is less than the angle between A bar and B bar, theta is less than pi. That is, angle between A bar comma B bar is obtuse. Then dot product is negative. Once the angle between the vectors is obtuse, then their dot product is negative. This is also very important point. If the dot product is positive, then the angle between the vectors is acute. The angle between the vectors is obtuse, then the dot product is negative, and vice versa. This is one important point related to dot product. The dot product is 0, then A bar is perpendicular to B bar once they are non-zero vectors. That is clear, already given to you. So, the dot product is 0 implies the angle between A bar and B bar is pi by 2. If the dot product is positive, the angle is acute. If the dot product is negative, the angle between the vectors is obtuse. That is the point here. These are the important points related to the dot product. Next one. The dot product with the dot product of any vector with zero vector is always 0, which is equal to A bar dot 0 bar. The dot product of any vector with a zero vector, null vector, is always 0 because the resultant is a scalar, so it must be 0, not 0 bar. So these are the important points related to the dot product. Now coming to dot product of vectors given in component form. Once the vectors are given in their component form, then what is the dot product? That is, let A bar equal to A1i plus A2j plus A3k. B bar is B1i plus B2j plus B3k. Be the given two vectors. Then their dot product A bar dot B bar is A1i plus A2j plus A3k dot B1i plus B2j plus B3k. Since dot product is distributive, you can write it as A1i dot the other vector B2j B3k. I am taking dot product with this vector of this vector. Similarly, plus A2j dot this vector B1i plus B2j plus B3k plus A3k dot B1i plus B2j plus B3k. Again, the distributive law can be applicable here. A1 into B1, because these two are scalars. The dot product can be applicable between these two vectors I cap and I cap. So I dot I. Similarly, A1 B2 I dot j, A1 B3 I dot k. Similarly, plus A2 B1 j dot I, A to B to J dot J plus A to B3 J dot K plus third one A3 B1 K dot I A3 B2 K dot J plus A3 B3 K dot K. Just distributive law follows. By distributive law of the dot product, just I am distributing I to these vectors and J to these vectors, K to these vectors. Now on simplification, we get, but I dot I equal to J dot J equal to K dot K is always equal to 1, because these are all unit vectors. I, its modulus is 1. So I dot I is modulus of I. Angle between I and I is 0. So cos 0 itself. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Hence the dot product of I and I itself is 1. J and J itself is 1. K and K itself is 1. And the dot product of I and J is 0. J and K is 0. K and I is 0. Since these two are perpendicular, this is along x-axis, this is along y-axis. This is the unit vector along x-axis, this is a unit vector along y-axis. X-axis and y-axis are perpendicular. Hence, the angle between the two vectors is 90. Similarly, this angle between two vectors along the y-axis and along z-axis is 90. Hence, 0. Similarly, along z-axis and along x-axis, unit vectors K and I, their dot product is 0 because the angle between the vectors is 0. So, in such case, I dot I term, J dot J term, K dot K terms, except these three terms, the remaining terms becomes 0. Hence, therefore, here A bar dot B bar, in this case, once A bar and B bar are given in their component forms, A bar dot B bar is A1 B1 plus A2 B2. This is A2 B2 into 1. This is A3 B3 itself. B3 itself. If A bar is A1I plus A2J plus A3K. B bar is B1I plus B2J plus B3K. Simply multiply these components A1A B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3 gives us the dot product of these two vectors. Very simple one. So, the angle between the I and I is since 0, J and J is 0, K and K is 0. Hence, their dot product is 1. The angle between I and J is 90, J and K is 90, K and I is 90. Hence, the dot product is 0 in such case. Hence, these terms I dot J, I dot K or J dot I or J dot K, these terms become 0 except A1 B1 term, A2 B2 term, A3 B3 terms. These two I dot I, J dot J, K dot K terms exist. Hence, the dot product of the given vectors in their component form becomes A1 B1, A2 B2, A3 B3. Here, note point. I, J, K are unit vectors along coordinate axis such that I dot J equal to j dot k equal to k dot I equal to 0. They are mutually perpendicular. They are mutually perpendicular unit vectors. These three are called orthogonal unit triad vectors. Orthogonal means they are perpendicular to one another. They are perpendicular to one another and unit vectors. And in number they are three. So here, hence I, j, k are said to be orthogonal unit triad vectors. Any three vectors which are orthogonal and they are unit vectors, then they are said to be orthogonal unit triad vectors. Orthogonal unit triad vectors. Any two are orthogonal. Any two are orthogonal, and they are, since they are unit vectors, hence we can say that them as orthogonal unit triad vectors. Triad means three vectors. This is the dot product of vectors given in IJK form, that means component form. Next point. Suppose MA bar dot NB bar, where M and N are scalars, may be written as NA bar dot MB bar, which is also written as Mn into A bar dot B bar. This is one property of the dot product. So the scalars involved in the dot product may be taken as common here, or you can interchange the positions of the scalars also in the dot product. So where M and N are scalars, M comma N are scalars. So once M and N are scalars, you can write M A bar dot N B bar equal to N A bar dot M B bar, or M N into A bar dot B bar. Suppose 2A bar dot 3B bar is considered, you can write it as 3A bar dot 2B bar. You can interchange the positions of the scalars. As well, this is equal to, taking the product of the scalars, 6 into, you can write it as A bar dot B bar, dot product. So in the dot product, if any scalars are involved, you can take them as out of the product and take the product of the scalars at first and write the dot product between the vectors only. So that is one important property related to the dot product or scalar product of the vectors. Next point. If A bar is a non-zero vector, A bar dot A bar, dot product of a vector with itself is modulus of A bar cos 0 itself. Since cos 0 is 1, this is equal to mod A bar square. So modulus of A bar is obtained by square root of A bar dot A bar itself. A bar is the square root of, positive square root of course, the positive square root of A bar dot A bar itself. So the dot product of any vector with itself gives us the square of its magnitude. That is also one important point. Okay, these are the Very important points related to the dot product. Dot product is defined as, mainly dot product is defined as modulus of A bar, modulus of B bar, cosine of angle between A bar and B bar. This is A bar dot B bar. Suppose B dot A is nothing but mod A bar, mod B bar, cos of angle between B and A. Once this is theta, this is minus theta. One is the same. Cos theta is same to that of cos of minus theta. So the dot product of A and B is same to that of B and A. These two are always equal. A dot B equal to 0 implies A bar is perpendicular to B bar because cos pi by 2 may be 0, or any one of the vectors involved in the dot product is 0 bar. So these three cases follows whenever A dot B is 0. Either A bar is perpendicular to B bar may follows, or A bar may be a 0 vector, or B bar may be a 0 vector, or both may be a 0 vector. A bar, B bar are 0 vectors. These are the possibilities. These are all the possibilities once A dot B is 0 itself. So these are all important points related to the dot product or scalar product. Since the resultant of the product is a scalar, hence this product is called scalar product. Very important points. Okay. Next concept, projection of a vector on A bar, vector A bar on B bar. Projection of a vector A bar on B bar. Let us suppose this is our B bar. This is OB bar, of course. This is OA bar, A bar. This is B bar and this is A bar. The projection of the vector A bar, the projection of A bar on B bar, that is, once you drop the perpendicular and consider the feet of the perpendicular, let us suppose M, then OM is nothing but the vector component of A bar along B bar. So, or once this is the angle theta here, once the angle is theta, OM is known as projection of length of the projection or scalar component, length of the projection, length of projection of A bar on B bar. The length of the projection of A bar on B bar is given by, OM is given by mod A bar cos theta. From this triangle, that is clearly taking cos theta here, cos theta is OM by OA. OM by OA. So OA cos theta. OA is nothing but modulus of A bar. Since cos theta from the triangle is OM by OA. That is OM by mod A bar. OA is modulus of A, the length of the vector A bar. Hence OM is modulus of A bar cos theta. This can be written as modulus of A bar and modulus of B cap into cos theta. Since modulus of B cap is 1, Okay, this OM may be written as mod A bar mod B cap cos theta. This is nothing but A bar dot B cap. By definition of the dot product, OM equal to the length of the projection of A bar on B bar is A bar dot B cap. By definition, mod A bar mod B cap, angle between B cap. B cap is the unit vector in the direction of B bar. So, the angle between unit vector along that one and A bar is theta itself. A bar dot B cap. So, therefore, length of projection or simply component, scalar component, length of projection of A bar on B bar, that is scalar component of A bar on B bar, one and the same. Length of the projection of A bar on B bar or scalar component of A bar on B bar is given by OM equal to A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. The unit vector, this is unit vector along B bar. A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. That is A bar dot unit vector along B bar. Unit vector along in which projection is needed. Unit vector along in which projection is needed. That is the concept. Length of the, it is completely depends on cos theta itself, just triangle. From this triangle cos theta, it is clear that OM by OA. This OM is called length of projection of A bar on B bar. Okay. Similarly, note point. Similarly, projection. Instead of length, just projection. Projection of A bar on B bar is nothing but OM bar. The vector along the projection. The vector along the projection. OM bar. OM bar is A bar OM, otherwise OM into unit vector along OM bar. Unit vector along OM bar. OM means A bar dot B cap into OM bar by modulus of OM bar is nothing but unit vector along OM, which is nothing but unit vector along B cap itself. Since B cap is unit vector along B bar or OM bar. The unit vector along B bar or OM bar is one and the same. So, B cap is in this direction. Since OM bar is nothing but OM, the magnitude of that vector, and unit vector in the direction. The unit vector in the direction is B cap itself. The B bar unit vector in the direction of B bar itself. So, A bar dot B cap multiplied B cap gives us the projection of A bar on B bar. Here I am not using length. Projection means a vector, it is a vector. Length of the projection is a scalar. So, projection of a vector on A bar on B bar is given by OM bar. That is A bar dot B cap multiplied by B cap, or A bar dot B bar multiplied B bar by modulus of B bar square. This is our formula, or this is our formula. That is also called as vector component. This is also called as vector component of A bar on B bar. Projection of A bar on B bar is same to that of vector component of A bar on B bar. It is a vector in the direction of the projection. Hence, I am taking the magnitude of that vector OM multiplied unit vector in the direction. Unit vector in the direction is b cap. OM is nothing but a bar dot b cap. Hence a dot b multiplied b by modulus of b square gives us the projection of a bar on b bar, the vector component of a bar on b bar. Whereas the scalar component, otherwise the length of the projection is given by a bar dot unit vector in the direction. Yes, little bit difference between these two. This is clearly a scalar. This is a vector in the direction of the projection. Similarly, note point. Length of projection of B bar on A bar is B bar dot A cap. B bar dot A cap. Instead of length, just I am using projection. That means a vector. Projection of B bar on A bar is given by B bar dot A bar multiplied A bar by modulus of A bar square, or B dot A cap multiplied A cap. This is different from this one. This is projection of A bar on B bar, but this is projection of B bar on A bar. I am interchanging the positions of both A and B here. So, you should observe while finding the projection of one vector on other, whose projection is needed and on which vector the projection is needed. That should be observed here. Here the projection of A bar is needed on B bar, whereas here the projection of B bar is needed along the vector A bar. That is the difference between these two. Okay. So, these are the very important points related to vector product. Scalar product of the vectors, dot product of the vectors. I will give simple problems on this dot product. The problem, A bar is given 5i minus j minus 3k. B bar is given I plus 3j minus 5k. Then show that the vectors A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar are perpendicular. If A bar is 5i minus j minus 3k, B bar is I plus 3j minus 5k, then show that the vectors A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar are perpendicular. Solution. A bar is 5i minus j minus 3k. B bar is given I plus 3j minus 5k. Both the vectors are given in their component form. Now, A bar plus B bar, on adding these two vectors, we get 6i plus 2j minus 8k. Adding I terms and j terms, k terms we get. And A bar minus B bar, subtraction of b bar from a bar. 5 minus 1, 4, 4i. Minus 1 minus 3, minus 4j. Minus 3 plus 5, that gives us 2k. This is a bar minus b bar. This is one vector and this is one more vector. These two vectors we have to show that or at right angle. For that, consider here the dot product of a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar. Just I am taking the dot product of these two vectors. That is 6i plus 2j minus 8k dot 4i minus 4j plus 2k. 6i plus 2j minus 8k dot 4i minus 4j plus 2k. Taking the dot product here, a1, b1, a2, b2, a3, b3. So, dot iterum and product of iterum and iterum, j term and j term, k term and k term. That gives us 6 into 4 plus 2 into minus 4 minus 8 minus 8 into 2, that gives us minus 16. So 24 minus 24, that is 0. The dot product of these two vectors is 0, and since the dot product is 0, a bar plus b bar is perpendicular to a bar minus b bar, because their dot product is 0. They are non-zero vectors. Once you take the modulus of these two vectors, we are getting non-zero. Hence, a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar are non-zero vectors, such that their dot product is 0 means they are always perpendicular vectors. Once the dot product is 0, they are perpendicular vectors. Once they are non-zero vectors. Next one. This is one important problem. Find angle theta between the vectors a bar is I plus j minus k and b bar is I minus j plus k. Find the angle between the two vectors, given vectors. Here a bar is given I plus j minus k. B bar is given I minus j plus k. So, if angle between A and B is theta, then theta is cos inverse of A bar dot B bar by modulus of A bar modulus of B bar. This is the formula for finding of the angle between two vectors. So, cos inverse of A dot B, dot product of these two, I plus j minus k dot I minus j plus k by modulus of I plus j plus k is 1 plus 1 plus 1 into modulus of I minus j plus 1 is also 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is the modulus of A bar and this is modulus of B bar. Root 3 into root 3 gives us 3 itself in the denominator. In the numerator, executing the dot product here, dot product gives us 1 minus 1 by 3 itself. So that is cos inverse of minus 1 by 3, or it may be written as pi minus cos of 1 by 3, cos inverse of 1 by 3 theta. The angle between the vectors is cos inverse of minus 1 by 3 or pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 3. One the same. This is same to that of that one. Next one. Find the projection. Projection of the vectors. A bar equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k on another vector b bar, which is I plus 2j plus k. The projection of one vector on along another vector. A bar is given 2i plus 3j plus 2k. B bar is here I plus 2j plus k. Here B cap is modulus of B bar by modulus of B bar, the unit vector along B bar. Because the projection is needed along B bar, hence I am finding the unit vector along that vector. That is I plus 2j plus k by its magnitude. Its magnitude is square root of 1 plus 4 plus 1. 1 by root 6 into I plus 2j plus k. This is B cap. Now, projection of A bar on B bar is A dot B cap multiplied B cap. This is our formula. Projection of A bar on B bar is A bar dot B cap multiplied B cap. That is 2i plus 3j plus 2k dot B cap. B cap is 1 by root 6 into I plus 2j plus k. Dot product of this one multiplied 1 by root 6 into I plus 2j plus k. B cap itself. Taking the dot product of these two, we get 2 by root 6 plus 3 into 2, 6. 6 by root 6 plus 2 into 1, 2 by root 6 multiplied by 1 by root 6 into I plus 2j plus k itself. This is B cap. So root 6 into root 6, 6. 1 by 6 into 2 plus 6 plus 2, 10. Into I plus 2j plus k itself. 5 by 3 into I plus 2j plus k. This is our projection of A bar on B bar. Once you take the length of this vector, we get the length of the projection. Now length of the projection is length of projection. A bar on B bar is modulus of this vector itself, that is 5 by 3 into square root of 1 plus 4 plus 1, 5 root 6 by 3. The length of the projection of A bar on B bar is 5 root 6 by 3, whereas the projection is A bar dot B cap multiplied B cap itself. So the length of the projection is different from projection, simply projection. Projection in the sense we have to consider it as our vector component. Actual word is vector component. Vector component is given by A bar dot B cap multiplied B cap. Scalar component is nothing but A bar dot B cap itself. That is the difference between scalar component or vector component. Okay, I will come up with some more problems related to this dot product in the next class.